Alrighty, everyone. Well, what's up? Welcome to an impromptu video. Wasn't planned, but tonight we were doing Indies night, and we finished up Kiosk relatively early, but not early enough to start another game. So instead, I'm just going to chill with the audience, and we just switched over. If you're wondering, I got this green cover on still for the green screen, but I'm like, wait, it's St. Patrick's Day. I'll just leave the green cover on to celebrate because it is St. Patty's Day. I hope that everyone had a great St. Patty's Day. If you celebrated, if you didn't, hopefully you had a lucky day. I don't know. Um, but hopefully you're all in good spirits and we'll chill a little bit, do a little bit of Q&A here, hanging out, a hangout session. I haven't done like a late night hangout session in a while, actually. So this will be fun. Falcule says a Pokemon game running well is never going to happen. Game Freak got super lucky with that IP and has been writing it for 30 years. Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about, can you imagine if when the Switch 2 comes out, if there's a new Pokemon game right away and it actually runs well? Because the last several Pokemon games have not performed well, on the Switch, and then before they were choppy. So like, dude, are they ever going to release another Pokemon game that runs well? I don't know. I would hope they will, but I don't think it's looking very good, to be honest. I don't know what their problem is that they can't seem to release a Pokemon game that runs well anymore on the hardware. It's very odd, right? See, this is too high up now. I'm trying to find a way to get this the right angle, and it's not. It's like slightly off. The angle is slightly off what it's supposed to be, I think. Now it's too close. See, I rearranged it to play Call of Duty earlier. Now it's like way off because it's way too close to my mouth. Now it's like blocking my face. So that's not right. This is okay, I guess. Oh, I will just do it like this. It's fine. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, so we think we figured out the problem with this camera. I knock on wood, but since I made a change earlier today, it hasn't turned off. I took out all the extensions. So it had a USB extension cable and it had an adapter. I removed all of that from the equation. It's only using the USB C to C cable that came with it, and it's plugged into the front of the PC. It hasn't turned off once all day. So it wasn't the power, it wasn't the PC, it was the cables. And I think the extension cables were like shitty, and because of that, they were causing things to malfunction. Because as they were going off, I would unplug, replug, then like the freaking capture device would go off. So I think it was actually the cables and the adapters, right? So we've been good all day. And by the way, this camera hasn't had an issue in almost 3-4 days since I put that into the 2 USB extension cables that are like the good quality ones that I bought off Amazon. They're not Amazon brand or nothing. They're like good high-end, high data cables, and there's no problem. So I think we have narrowed it down. We figured it out. I just need to buy a longer version of that cable for this camera so that I don't have to step over it. Because right now I have to step over the dang thing to actually get it to work. Like I have to go like way over it, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to trip. The whole idea of this layout was to try to get it so there's not a bunch of cords in my walking way, so I can just be like calm and relaxed in here. Because it used to be cables everywhere. I had to jump over them and everything. Okay. What's my favorite Pokemon? I don't really have a favorite, but it just seems like every time I play Pokemon, I get a Magikarp and I evolve it into a Gyarados or Gyarados, however you say it. That always seems to be the staple Pokemon I get every time. So there you go. Lee Wanner says, how about an old Wild West Call of Duty? Do you think it would be horrible or fun? I think it would be doable, but I don't think it would be Call of Duty. Like, Call of Duty has gotten so convoluted with insane amounts of guns and gadgets and loadouts. How would you do that in the Old West, right? I don't think you would. So, I mean, you could have an Old West shooter, but I don't think it would be Call of Duty. I don't think that would work. I think you'd have to call it something else, and, it can't be branded Call of Duty. People would complain too much. It's not Call of Duty. That's not my daddy's Call of Duty. That ain't Call of Duty, boy. Itzy says, I know how you didn't like Minecraft and Five Nights at Freddy's, but now you think they're fun. Are there any other games like that? It's a good question. That's a good question. See, some people say Fortnite, but I've played Fortnite and I don't like it. I've played Fortnite multiple times, multiple versions. I just don't like it. I think there's some games, if I don't play them enough and give them a fair shot, I will misjudge. But some games I play and I just don't like at all. What would be a franchise, guys, that you think that I've maybe never played at length that maybe you would think I would if I played it longer? I don't know. Hmm. Do I like Dragon Ball Z? Overall, yes. but I kind of burnt out on it because, you know, I watched it when it was new. I watched it when it was hot in the US, then, kind of had a resurgence. Then there's video games of it that I've played over the years. It's like, okay, I kind of like getting bored of Dragon Ball Z now. It's too much Dragon Ball Z. And then now I guess there's new games that are Dragon Ball that are the new series, right? Isn't there a new Dragon Ball series out right now and stuff? And I don't know anything about that. I only played Roblox once ever, Dunsfelter. It was many years ago. I think I played like 2 streams of it. It's such a random game, right? Like so many created things in there, but I don't think I would go back to it. It was nothing too special when I played it, in my opinion. Just a bunch of creator stuff, right? Let's see. Giga Gamer, or is it Giga Gamer? It's either Giga or Giga Gamer says, "Will I do any more collabs in the future now that I've been snaked, or am I done with that?" I don't know. I honestly don't know. You know, it was fun doing the collabs while I was doing them. They kind of petered out, died out. I didn't want to do the stuff that the guys wanted to do because I thought it was stupid and had nothing to do with the kind of content I wanted to put out. And of course, like every single time that I've tried to work with someone, it fell apart and they snaked me. So it's pretty typical. It happens every time. So I don't know. Let me put it this way: I'm in no rush. To be honest, like for example, right now I had like 5 people who wanted to be the co-host of Smart Guys, my wrestling commentary show. I've already narrowed it down to 2. And I'm debating like this week, should I have someone as a like a demo run as a co-host, or should I just do a solo show this week to get the stress off, and then maybe next week I take someone maybe as a demo as a co-host? I don't know. I just don't know. You know, it's hard to trust people. It is, because every time I trust people, shit happens. Like every fucking time, without fail, it happens. I was like, well, maybe I should just stop. I listen. I'm happily married. My wife is my best friend. I'm very happy spending my life with her. I don't need to have anyone else in my life that I need to trust or anything. You know what I mean? Like I'm very happy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need that. I'm not looking for it. It's funny when people say, "Well, you don't have any friends." Yes, I do. I'm married. I'm married to my best friend. So why am I seeking anyone else? I don't have enough time to spend with her, let alone anyone else. So you know what I mean? Yeah, Dragon Ball Daima is the latest one. Okay. See, it's funny because some people are like, literally, Archmage says, "Don't let Ethan Ralph on Smart Guys. You don't want to get involved with him." Then Falcule says, "Demo host would be really exciting for Smart Guys." No one ever agrees on anything, man. Guys, thanks for chilling with me tonight. If you had a good time tonight, if you like the content, please support the stream. Sucks that the game ended early. We don't have enough time to play another game, but please let's get some support right now. We're at 66 goals hit. Obviously, 4 more to go for DSP tries it British food, which is going to be exciting. I've never had any British food before in my life, so to try things that are like synonymous with British cuisine will be really cool. So please support if you can. All right. Yak Almighty says, "I think it would be better if you do a separate show and you have a co-host, but it's not about wrestling. So you think I should keep doing Smart Guys as a solo show, but I should seek to do another show with co-hosts? What about a show where I try to get different guests and co-hosts, and it's like a discussion show of some kind? I guess we have to figure out what kind of a show we could do, and what kind of guests could we get who'd want to talk instead of it being about stupid drama. Right? It doesn't have to be drama nonsense. It could just be a discussion show." Well, here's the thing. So Dunsfelter said something. He said, smart guys works well when you can bounce something off a co-host, especially when you don't agree on something and it's interesting hearing different takes. I agree with you there. But did you see smart guys from last week? Instead of bouncing it off of a co-host, I was bouncing it off of the chat, and people in chat were saying things and I was responding and I was answering questions, and there were contributions I was shouting out that were bringing up points. So the show wasn't just me talking constantly. It was back and forth, but it was with an audience rather than with one individual. I do feel like when I did the show with PPP, that it was mostly him and me. And every once in a while, we'd try to do shout outs for contributions, and people would try to get a word in edgewise, and it wouldn't last because it was always about us and then getting through the content, right? So I do feel like it can work as a solo show if you're constantly talking with your audience, right? Like, but it has to be done like that. It has to be bounced off. It can't just be just blabbing yourself, right? Okay. Wow, I just got a generous $30 contribution from an anonymous tipper who says, Happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you, whoever that is. Wow. So nice of you. Thank you so much. I hope you had a great one. I hope you enjoyed the insanely green setup that I did for it. How cool is it now with my setup for holidays? I can set it up to look cool. St. Patrick's Day, green. For my birthday, we could do like fireworks, birthday fireworks. 4th of July, I could be red, white, and blue. Right? We could do these things. It's cool. I like this now. I have these cool effects that we can do now for special events. Very nice. So $30 tip is huge. That propels us forward. We're now at $83 of contributions. Thank you for that. So now we're over the halfway point, and we still got about, half hour, 40 minutes left on the stream. If anyone else contributes, we have momentum. We are in striking distance of the goal and getting to 67 tonight. Let's hit 67 and head towards our English food. DSP tries it, shall we? Cool. Yeah, I don't know. So I played Call of Duty, and now the mic doesn't look the same. Like this, I swear this was straighter, but like I don't know how to get it straighter now. I don't know. Like maybe it was like that. Because it was bothering me. It was at an angle. I guess that looks a little better. And then if I turn here or I'm talking like this, it's still good. Cool. Why did I drop Sea of Stars? I didn't, cool dude. We got busy with a lot of other stuff. And then we always said, hey, we want to get back to it. We want to get back to it. And we never got back to it. We were always busy with something else. So we just never returned to it. Now it turns out we're playing other games that are similar. Like, for example, we're playing the Suikoden Collection, which is great. And that's so similar. There's no way I could play that and Sea of Stars. Maybe we'll get back to it someday. Yeah, I don't know. Andy says, I'm British myself. I hope that this restaurant you're going to go to will be accurate. I don't know. We won't know till we try how accurate the restaurant actually is, right? What kind of cologne do I wear? What kind of cologne don't I wear? Let me put it this way. If I name the colognes, people will obsess over it. But I wear a combination of actual expensive colognes, mid-range colognes, and El Cheapo colognes. I do. I base it not off of cost or oh, look, it's a fancy name cologne. I base it off of scent, what it smells like. And so the ones that I have, actually what I did, I got a couple of these like packs you can get that's like a variety pack. And I just started smelling them because they're not a lot, but you smell what's good. And you're like, oh, I like this one. I don't like that one. There was one pack I bought, right? So one of them smelled really good. I'm like, wow, this is actually really good. I like this one. One of them I swear to God, it smelled like a fucking oil field. Like someone was on an oil derrick and they were like drilling and squirting oil. I was like, oh, it's like gasoline. Who the hell would like that? I was like, what is going on? Like, why would anyone like this one? And it's bizarre because the other one in the box next to it smells like so good. And this was like, this one's shit. Like, how could they be so bad and so good in the same box? So, yeah. But anyway, so yeah, so I have various different ones that I use. of various different qualities and costs. But I'm not going to say specifically what they are. People will, oh, he does this, he does that. They're weird, obsessive people, right? Okay. There. I unbanned that person you just asked me to unban. There you go. What British cuisine are we going to try when I hit the goal of 70? Definitely some meat pies, because that's what this place specializes in, but they have other things like bangers and mash. And here, I'll look it up because I actually don't know their full menu. Let me take a look at them. Let's see. They have mashed potatoes with gravy, bangers and mash, a mac and cheese float. What the hell is that? They're floating stuff on soup? That could be bizarre. Different kinds of dips. That look pretty good, actually. Sausage rolls. They have a ton of different meat pies. Wow, that's a lot. Pasties. Various different kinds of pasties. Yeah. And then they have salads. I'm not going to get a salad from the place. How stupid would that be? Right? And then different kinds of potatoes. Tater tots, loaded tater tots, french fries, regular fries, Yukon potatoes. Yeah. Bowl cold cannon cabbage. What the fuck is a bowl of cold cannon cabbage? I have never heard of that before. They even have desserts, but they're expensive. Holy shit, the desserts are pricey. Apple peach cobbler, a cherry berry pie, amaretto creme brulee. That's what they have. So they don't have everything because some people are like, are you going to get the fish and chips and the mushy peas? Are you going to get what's the one? Beef Wellington? They don't have that. They're basically like pub style food. You know what I mean? That's what they have. And they're recently, like, they just opened recently from what I'm to understand. So, okay. All right, some shout outs. We got Spawn Killer with a $2 super chat. Colognes are very expensive these days. Some of them are. Some cologne is absolutely ridiculous, over the top expensive. A bottle of some colognes, like 3 ounces, is like $170. Like, what the hell? Why? And then there's ones that smell good and they're like 20 bucks, 25 bucks. That's way more reasonable. And they're the same size bottle. It's just the designer colognes, the ones that are meant to be like the designer brand, just like the designer watch, the designer sneakers, the designer clothes, they're more expensive, but you can find ones that are not insane, over the top expensive. Really? Louis Vuitton cologne, I'm being told, is $320? What the? Like, why do you get that? I mean, because you probably like the smell. All right. You'd be pretty dumb if you're buying that if you don't like the smell. But let's be honest, you're buying it because you want to brag that you're wearing $320 cologne. That's why you're wearing it. You're not wearing it because you don't have to buy that cologne. That's insane. Okay. I received a $10 tip. Wow, thank you guys. We got from JB. All right, let me do the animation first, and we'll see what JB has to say. Where the hell am I here? We are? Cool. So now we're at 95. We're getting there, guys. We're only a third of the way to go to hit our goals for tonight and keep on going towards our our milestones. Let's do it. So JB says, on the topic of British cuisine, have you watched any classic British comedy TV series? Are You Being Served is one of my favorites. No. The only one I've actually seen was The Office, the original British Office I've watched. Outside of that, I've literally never seen a single one. So, no. That's so you may not realize it. Well, I take it back. I saw Mr. Bean. Like, who hasn't seen Mr. Bean, right? I've seen all of that. But you may not realize it. British TV, I've heard, is huge over in Europe. Here, it's like non-existent. We don't even know about it. We don't hear about it. We don't know where if it exists. We never hear about these shows you guys watch or nothing. None of it. That what was it? The Kingsman, those movies, the Kingsman or whatever it's called. No one cares about that in the U.S. Seriously. And I'm not saying it's bad or whatever, but no one talks about nothing. The only thing that really, I guess, is British that is like worldwide popular that we're aware of is like 007. Like that's like, okay, that's big shit. But outside of that, for some odd reason, the British stuff doesn't really translate to like the United States. Well, we get versions of your stuff. We get the American Office, right? We get America's Got Talent instead of Britain's Got Talent. We get the American version of the X Factor, right? We for some reason we just can't watch the British one. Andy Young says, I never heard of a float in the UK, but a sausage roll are super popular over here, as is shepherd's pie, toad in the hole. So maybe I should get 1 or 2 meat pies, some sausage roll, and then like a side, and then that's it. Because the bangers, they have bangers and mash, and I guess what that is 2 giant sausages with like mashed potatoes and gravy. But it's like, I'm not even kidding you, it's like $25. Like, what? For 2 sausages on mashed potato? $25? I'm wondering if they're like huge. And if that's the case, maybe I don't want that. Maybe I want the sausage roll. Try the sausage roll instead, right? That's true. King Ferb says, remember, the original Whose Line Was It Anyway was in the UK. You're right. And then we had our own Americanized version of it. You're absolutely correct. Falcule says the only really popular show of the British stuff is Downton Abbey and a sci-fi show. Oh, you Doctor Who. Yeah, Doctor Who people know, for sure. They don't have English breakfast. No, they don't. I just told you the menu, basically, of what they have. What's up, Dream Greens? Good evening. How are you? Good to see you. We're just doing a chill. For those joining late, we're just doing a late night chill session because we finished Kiosk within about an hour and we had extra time, but not really enough to start any new game. So people say, let's just hang out. So we're just chilling for like another half an hour. I got the full green set up for St. Patrick's Day here, and we're having a good time hanging out. I do not have a favorite kind of cheese. I like different cheeses for different things. Did I ever hear of the Beatles or Enter Shikari? I've certainly heard of the Beatles. I think everyone knows of the Beatles. I like the Beatles. I think their music is great. My mom is a huge fan of the Beatles, so she used to have the Beatles records when I was a kid. We used to listen. You used to listen to them like on our record player. We actually had a record player. Yes, that's right, not LP, a record player. That's what it was called. But outside of that, I don't know what Enter Shikari is. No. Am I looking forward to Assassin's Creed Shadows? No. No. I'm hoping it's good. I'm wishing for the best. I'm going to play Assassin's Creed Shadows, or at least try to play it, but I'm not looking forward to it. I'm really not. Like, Ubisoft has been letting us down game after game, have they not? So I'm not really, like, pumped for it. Of course I know Wallace and Gromit. Everyone knows Wallace and Gromit. Wallace and Gromit's popular here, but not, like, giant. Like, you would not see Wallace and Gromit in a store or anything, but we know of it, and the movies do good. But it's not like a giant franchise that everyone talks about and knows. It's not a household thing. Harry Potter is from the UK and it's massive. That's true. So I would argue some things, yes, you're right. Some things are huge worldwide. Will I switch from long to short sleeves as the seasons change? Well, yeah, as it starts to heat up soon, too, because it's probably within the next month, right? Temperatures will start to go way up. And as there's more sun in the afternoon, that's going to heat this office up. Number one, I'm going to have to start turning on this other fan that I haven't used in a long time. So we'll have double circulation. Right now, I'm just using the ceiling fan, but now I'm going to have to use this other tower fan again. So that's number one. And then number two, yeah, I'm going to have to start wearing either short sleeves or, the button downs that are lighter. This is a heavy pullover, so I won't be able to wear something like this anymore. And I'll probably get a few more. Like, I have some button downs from last year, but I probably want to get a few new ones just so I have more in the rotation. Because I bought a lot of new clothes this year for like fall, winter. So now I want to kind of even it out for summer, spring. And then basically I don't want to buy clothes for a while because I'm the kind of guy I wear clothes till they wear out. So I'll probably have this wardrobe for many years. We know Adventures of Tintin here, but it is not super popular or anything like that. Like, I know of it, but, like, no one ever went crazy for it or anything when I was a kid. Really? Joe Taco says, "I visited the UK. Tipping everywhere seems to be very different." And I'm like, "What's the right tip?" See, in the United States, I believe they say if you go to a restaurant and and as long as it's not terrible service, you're supposed to tip a minimum of 15%. That's expected, 15. If you think it was good service, you're supposed to go 20 or above. Like that's kind of our rule of thumb for a tip. I have no idea where it is other places. Really, tipping is not common at all in the UK. Oh yeah? See, in any restaurant in the United States where there's service, meaning they bring the food to you and take your order, it's expected 100% you're gonna do it. Because if you don't, apparently, for what I'm to understand, people who take these jobs aren't paid the standard hourly wage that other people are, or the standard hourly, whatever, hourly rate. So they rely on those tips. They really do. Hmm. It's hilarious because people on both chats are saying completely different things. One person said, tipping anything more than 10%, you're throwing away money. One person said, if you only tip 15%, you're a cheap fuck. One person says, now it's 20% is expected. Everyone's just completely disagreeing. See what I mean? The tipping philosophy is not common. Like, no one has a common thing that they do. Andy says, over here, there's something called a carvery. It's a roast. All you can eat. You can get meat, vegetables, potatoes, gravy on a big plate. And it's like 16.99 pounds. So that would be probably like 17, 18 bucks US, probably 19 bucks US. Not bad for all you can eat. That ain't bad. Yeah, see, that's baloney. Fast food and coffee shops, you check out, and it'll be like tip. Like, tip for what? For what? You didn't bring me the stuff. I had to go to the counter to get it. You didn't serve me. You didn't come fill my cup. You didn't clean up. You didn't even talk to me. I pressed the button. A lot of these places you're just doing a digital screen now. What the hell am I giving you a tip for? But they try. They try. Belkul says in Japan, tipping is not even a thing. When he got back to the US, he forgot it was a thing, and the server is mad that you didn't leave a tip. Damn. All right, guys, we got about roughly half an hour left, give or take. I'm probably going to finish around 9:30ish. So thanks for hanging out with me here tonight. Thanks to those who've supported. We're at about 2/3 of our goal. Sure would be great if we can finish it off and hit the 150 tonight, and then we get to 67. That means it'll be a fully successful day. If anyone's enjoying themselves, please contribute if you can. Everything appreciated tonight. I think the one thing we didn't get, um, the one thing we didn't get so far is a membership, right? None. But we did get us one sub on Kick, one sub. And then we got some tips. We got some super chats. It would be great to get some more stuff if you could, guys. Thank you. That's right. Based on my service tonight of how you're enjoying the stream, are you liking the chill vibe? Did you like the kiosk gameplay? Right? Do you like that my camera's working and not turning off 17, 18 times because I put some work in to figure it out? If that's the case, then tip appropriately. There you go. Are there a lot of traffic jams in Washington State? There are, but not where I drive because I don't drive on the highway. I mean it. Like, I've been living here 11 years. I think I've driven on the highway twice. We don't have to. Everywhere that we want to go is within a driving distance. We can just drive normal roads, and it's the same speed as jumping on the highway because the highway has a lot of traffic. So we just, avoid it and we're fine. We've never had a problem. So we don't hit traffic jams ever. Can we look at Lego sets and lock one in for next week? I think that maybe we should just decide between the three we were looking at. Let me find them again. So we had Lego Piranha Plant. I really liked that one. I thought that was a really good option. We'll open all three up. We'll take a look maybe if you want to do that. And then we had the Lego 3-in-1 T-Rex. That looked really cool. That does 3 different things. You could build it 3 times, 3 different builds. I thought that was neat. And then there was this one, which is very expensive, but dude, it is so cool looking. But maybe we shouldn't do this one right away. Maybe we do this one down the line. All right. Yeah, we'll look at these in a second. Oh, hold on. I received a $2.22 tip from Pickle Shits. I remember when you were moving to Washington State, you said it really doesn't get hot. I don't think Seattle gets that hot. Yes and no. In general, it doesn't get that hot here, like compared to other places in the US. But number one, we have had heat waves. We've had record highs of like 111 plus degrees since I moved here. So the climate is changing during the summertime. And we do have extended periods of like 2-3 months where it is pretty hot in the summer, where it'll get between like 80 plus degrees every day in the afternoon. I mean, I definitely need air conditioning. And number two, the positioning of my office just sucks. This office, this front wall of my house, is towards the sun in the afternoon. So this office heats up, I'm not kidding you, 20 to 30 degrees. It'll start off like nice 60 degrees in the morning, and all of a sudden by night, it'll be 90 degrees in here. So now I have these blackout curtains. I have multiple fans, and yes, I'm going to have to install the air conditioner to get a climate control in here. I think this year will be the best because I have those curtains now. I used to have those shitty blinds. They didn't really do much, but now these curtains are going to block the sun and the air conditioner. I think I'm going to finally have the great climate in here for all the equipment. Finally. But I'm going to try to hold off putting the air conditioner in. I don't want to put it in right away and have that shit pumping in March. You know what I mean? No, I still have it on purpose. You know, someone says you still have your cover on your chair. Yeah, because it's St. Patrick's Day. I wanted to have green. Everything green for St. Patrick's Day. Okay? All right. All right. I'll see you Thursday, Vietnamese comrade. All right. Do we want to? I mean, we could look at the Legos again. So here's what we got. All right. Let me get rid of that. We got the Lego Piranha Plant, which looks pretty darn cool. It's large. It's not huge, but it's large. It would be perfect for the background to stand behind me here. Okay. And it is 540 pieces. So it's about 200 pieces less than the succulent plant that we just built. So likely it wouldn't take as long to build as the succulent plant. This took 3 weeks. Maybe this would take like 2 sessions to build. Okay. I like it. I love Super Mario. I think that would be a nice thing to have in the background. Okay. So that's one. Then we've got the T-Rex dinosaur that is 3-in-1. So basically, you could start building a T-Rex, have it there for a while, but then you can decide to change it. And you could build another model. Like here, see? There's the Triceratops, right? And then there's the pterodactyl. So 3 completely different builds can be made out of this sucker. So that would be cool because that would have longevity. We could build one, maybe do a different set, go back to that one and rebuild it as a different one. It doesn't always have to be the same thing, right? And there's 600 pieces. So again, about 100 pieces less than the last build, okay? Or This is kind of like the piece de resistance, the Mario and Yoshi Super Mario World, okay? Imports from Japan, which is nuts. They don't even have American one. But I wonder how much this is the Lego store because they have it at my local mall. They had it there. I wonder if it's just a little bit more. Maybe I would just get it there. Because this one you have to import it from Japan. See? It says import from Japan, which is crazy. It's huge though. This would be the whole side of my background, like to show you. Like this entire side would be the giant Mario Lego. It's that big. And then it has a crank that you turn and it moves. It actually moves just like in the game. The sprites move. So that's pretty darn cool. But I feel like this is like the big one. Like this is one that we do later, maybe. So maybe next we do a moderate sized one, like maybe the Piranha Plant. Then we do a different one. And then maybe later down the line, later this year, this is a big one that we do. It's $130 on the Lego website. So there you go. Maybe I could just go right to the Lego store and get it in person and just bring it home. That could work. Yeah. All right. $129 on Lego.com. So maybe that's the order we should do. Maybe we start with Piranha Plant. Okay. And we could start building. It doesn't have to be next week. Maybe it could be like end of the month, but maybe we'll start by the end of the month. We'll start doing Lego nights again. So Piranha Plant, we do that for a couple weeks. We get that in the background maybe for next month. And then we have another one like for moving into the spring, summer. And then we do maybe a big one like the Mario one later. Unless we get bored and we have other ideas. Because if other people have other ideas of other ones, I'm willing to do whatever. We don't have to do these, but these are the ones we talked about. So what do you guys think? You think you like that one? I'm down for the Piranha Plant. That'd be cool. By the way, shout out to Lucy, what a name, who has resubbed automatically on Kick. That counts. The resubs count, okay? So we are now at $102 of support with about roughly 20 minutes left. Which I'd be down. I mean, again, we're so close to hitting the goal, guys. Let's not let it slip through our fingers. Let's hit the goal tonight. All right. The NES one looked nice, but it was expensive. Let me find that one again. And plus, no, they didn't seem to have it. Lego NES. What the hell? Lego NES. Oh, wow. It's $350. I actually like the Pac-Man too. The Lego Pac-Man looks really good. The Lego NES is like the ultimate end game one. This is like $350. This, again, it's a giant set. So just to show you, it's a giant set. So this one would be a TV and the Nintendo. So probably like the TV and the Nintendo would sit next to each other in my background. But it's so expensive, you know? So, think about that. That also, how many pieces is that? That's probably a wildly, 2,646 pieces. The one we just built was 700. This could take over a month to build, right? Over a month. King Ferb says it's $270 on the Lego site. Yeah, but when you say that, is it available on the Lego site? Can you buy it? Because it seems like this is an in-demand item, right? I don't know. Are there Sonic Legos? I thought that Sonic was a different company. No, you're right. They do have Lego Sonic, but it doesn't look like they have anything too big. These are really, like, small. Yeah, I don't really like those builds. They don't look too interesting to me. Nah. Like, it's a giant set. Where am I gonna put a giant set? You know? I like the idea. It's probably too big. It probably wouldn't fit behind me. Nah, I don't really think I like them. I don't really think I like those. Okay. Anyway, so we'll think about it more, but I think maybe Piranha Plant next. By the way, Hard Nose, name that I can't say because I'll get in trouble on YouTube, has resubscribed. So that counts also for tonight. And that gets us up to 107. So we're climbing, guys. These resubs are actually counting for tonight, and we're getting there. Again, please consider contributing tonight to hit the goal. Now we're only 43 away. Let's hit it. You want me to look at... People keep mentioning this Deku tree. Lego Deku tree. $2.99. It's cool, but I don't know. See, this is modern Zelda. I'm not a major fan of modern Zelda. It's Breath of the Wild, all right? So it's cool, but, yeah, Legend of Zelda Deku Tree model. 2,500 pieces. The little Deku guys. Yeah, the leaf-faced guys. And you get... Why are there 3 links? Breath of the Wild link, regular link, and, another link. A million links. They don't do... I don't think they do Street Fighter Legos. I think they do, a different brand does it. Microblocks does Street Fighter. Yeah, Microblocks. See? It's kind of cool. 1,000 pieces is cheap, too. But it is Street Fighter. What's funny is it doesn't say Street Fighter. Fighter game? It's not. It's not officially licensed, but it totally is Street Fighter. All right. Enough of Legos for tonight. Let's do something different. Stop talking about Legos for tonight. Tired of looking at them. Like I said, unless someone convinces me otherwise, I think Piranha Plant will be our next build. I like that Piranha Plant. Loose Lucy now has gifted a sub. Thank you, Loose Lucy, for gifting a sub. So that means you're top sub contributor here tonight. With 2. And that gets us up now to 112. We're getting there. We're almost there. Game Boy, what's going on? He says, Lego NES is no longer in production. It's likely just going to get more and more expensive. Trying to save you a couple bucks if you're interested. I see. I see what you're saying. So that's why people said, oh, Lego NES was cheaper on the Lego site. No, it's not. You can't buy it. It's not in production, so you can't get it. Yeah. Dunsfelter says, FYI, they have a bonsai tree, 878 pieces, so similar to the succulents, and it's only $49. That's not bad. I'd say we did a plant. I definitely don't want to do a plant anytime soon, but that's something to consider. Like the bonsai tree sounds nice, right? So let's do it. Maybe let's do like Piranha Plant for Mario. Then maybe we do something different. Then we, maybe like someone said during the summer, there might be Jurassic Park movie. So maybe do the T-Rex, right? And maybe later in the year we go crazy. We get some bigger ones. We'll see how it goes. What's my all-time favorite? What's my all-time favorite comedy movie? Well, here's the thing. A lot of people might argue, but I think Ghostbusters is my favorite comedy of all time. But people might say, oh, that's not a true comedy because it's a hybrid of horror and sci-fi as well. Well, I think it's a comedy, so it's Ghostbusters. That's my answer. They have cool Japanese castle Legos too. Cool. More thriller than horror. It's definitely a unique thing. Like it feels like Ghostbusters was this like once in a lifetime collab between comedians and writers and effects people. It just is such a unique movie. Bill and Ted, your favorite? Bill and Ted's good. Bill and Ted 1. 1 is the best. 2 is good. 1 is the best. That last one they made was awful. That modern one, it sucked ass. I really hated it. Well, there you go. Efreet over on Kick says, can we get some fucking support? I want to see if he'll eat a goddamn meat pie. Come on, guys. Can we do it? I mean, at this point, we're so close to hitting the goal By the way, why are we on the level 1 podcast? I realized we're on the level 1 podcast now. How did that happen? I'm supposed to be on the podcast. Anyway, we're so close to hitting the goal. Right? Look, 38 away. Let's do it. Let's just cinch it. Let's hit it right now. And then we've hit all the goals today. Right? And we're very close. Only a couple more days we'll probably have it in the bag. Level 1 After Dark. Yes, the After Dark podcast. I never saw the female Ghostbusters movie, and I don't think I ever will. I saw the preview of it. It was such a bad preview. I was like, I have no desire to ever give this movie a chance. I just don't want to see it. I've had opportunities to see it like free on, on the streaming services, and I'm like, no, I still don't want to see it. I don't think I ever will. What is with the long periods of dead air? I'm reading the chat so I can respond. That's the point of like a chill Q&A stream. You understand how it works? You don't just blab to yourself. You're talking with an audience. Would I consider being a voice actor? No. Even though I might enjoy it, I probably would enjoy it. It's a cutthroat business. It's very tough to get into actual voice acting as a profession. It's very much like the rest of Hollywood. It's who you know and favors and schmoozing, and I don't have that. So I would never really probably think about that. To be honest. There's a new Katamari game? There is? I didn't know they made a new one. Yeah, Cool Dude 45 says the Ghostbusters video game really was the Ghostbusters 3, and I loved your playthrough of it back in the day. Yeah, it was a great game. I played it when it was new, and I played it again, the remake. That is a superb game. Super good. You have a good night, Game Boy. Thanks for hanging out. Guys, last 10 minutes. For sure, last 10 minutes. So, last chance. If we're going to hit this goal and you want to support and hit it and get us closer to our British food DSP tries it this week, please support right now. Whether it's a super chat, a membership, a tip, or gifting some subs here. Now is the chance, or else we won't hit it tonight, which is not the end of the world. I'm happy we did as well as we did, being that we finished the game early, but it's really great to hit it in advance, right? Disco Elysium was gifted to me. Someone gifted me Disco Elysium. So maybe we do that. Maybe we want to try that next time, because so many people over the years have said, will you try Disco Elysium? And I always was like, I might. Now someone gifted it. So maybe I should just get it, right? Like, or play it. Maybe we should do that next indie night that we do. There it is. Disco Elysium. Wait. Why does it say purchase? Someone gifted it to me. I swear someone gifted it to me. Did I not accept it? Oh, crap. Did I forget to accept it? Oh, crud. I might have I might have not accepted it. Because it ain't on here. It doesn't say I have rights to it. But I swear it was gifted to me. I know I didn't imagine this. I know I didn't imagine it. Oh, crap. I don't know what's going on. I swear he sent it to me, but now it says purchase. I don't know what's going on because I believe it. I remember I'd added this person to friends list so they could send it to me. They bought it. It said accept. I accepted it, and I don't have it. So I don't know what happened. Well, maybe we'll eventually play. We gotta figure this out. I don't know what happened. I guess I'll look for the email later. No, he didn't hack me. Okay. No, I don't eat McDonald's junk food like that. The Tractors are sad with a $5 super chat. Have you played the OG Fatal Fury and beat Geese? That'd be fun to see you rage at. The original Fatal Fury, I played it in arcades. I'm fairly certain I beat it in arcades as well. And yes, it is insanely tough. It's ridiculously annoying. Any old school SNK bosses are ridiculously annoying. They always would hit for ridiculous damage for no reason. They reacted to everything you're doing. Just completely unfair. I searched for it in my library and it's not there, so I don't know what happened. I don't know if I screwed it up or what. So thank you to Tractors Are Sad. All right. We are now up to 117. So, guys, 33 to go, but I got to get out of here in 5 minutes. I mean it. 5 minutes. So, last chance to hit the goal if someone wants to hit it. Right now would be the time to contribute to hit it, okay? Katamari Reroll, it's a remake of the original. Oh. The original was very difficult. Like, I had it on PS2? And I thought it was a very tough game. I liked it. It was quirky, unique, different. But, man, it was difficult. No, I've never heard of that YouTuber. Never heard of them. Sorry to hear they passed away. All right. Anything else, guys? Are we good? If we're good for the night, I'll just take off. Because no one's even really asking me anything anymore. And I got to do the daily wrap and I got to set up for tomorrow and everything. Remember, tomorrow I'm not here. There's no late stream. All right, there's only a day stream tomorrow of a podcast and I think Pyro Yakuza, right? Vacation Cafe Simulator. They make authentic Italian dishes. There you go. Okay. No, we're not doing a live daily wrap. No, we are not. No, I'm not doing a cruise stream. Can you please stop these ridiculous things? Go do a cruise stream. What? No, I'm not doing a cruise stream. We're doing content here in my place of work, in my place of business. This is where the content is created. That's why I spent all this money to upgrade it to look nice. I'm not going on a cruise stream. All right. All right. Well, thank you to those who did contribute tonight. We tried. It looks like we're not going to hit it. We don't have any last minute contributions, so it's all good. Again, I had a great time tonight. I have no complaints at all. The end of kiosk was fun, and I hope that you guys enjoyed chilling with me for the last hour. Well, now that I said that, ladies and gentlemen, it appears we're about to have a member bomb. I'm going to take a look at it in a second. Yeah, 10 subs were just gifted by Rend. We have not seen Rend in quite a while. Welcome back, Rend. I don't know where you've been, but thank you for coming back tonight. And a 10-member bomb has just hit the Kick chat. Just as I was about to get out of here. Thank you so much, Rend. And with that, we have exceeded the goal. We have not just hit the goal. We've exceeded the goal. I hope you're doing well, Rend. Really, I haven't seen you since like Christmas time, right? So I hope you're doing well. Welcome back. And thank you so much for the support. And ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely official. With that, we have hit the goal. We have filled the coffers. The taxes have been paid. The trolls have been crushed. We had a great time tonight, didn't we? We did. So now we are at 67, which I forgot to put on the leaderboard. Let's not forget that. And only 3 goals to go in order to unlock the British food feast for DSP Tries It. However, all right, I am going to say this. Got to remember that tomorrow I'm only doing 1 stream, and there's a very strong chance that probably Wednesday I'm only doing 1 stream. So the goal may not actually be reached of 70 until like the end of the week. All right. Like very strong, unless we get like someone super supportive comes out of nowhere and decides that, hey, I want to help out Phil or whatever. So, and hit this early. But outside of that, we're probably not gonna. So I hear you, Randy. He says, I got a new work schedule. Man, it's hard to tune in now. It happens, life, man, right? It really is. I hear you. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Okay, folks, thank you for a great streaming night, a chill one. This is what I needed, a nice chill night. We had some indie games. We had a hangout session, right? We had green all over the office for St. Patrick's Day. So it was great. Hit my goals today, and you guys supported me greatly. Thank you for that. And I wish you the best. What a great night. I hope you guys enjoyed the video if you're watching it on demand as well. And I will see you all soon. Thanks for watching. Peace out, everybody.